Hello student, today we are going to show how input is applied to the DSO. This is your function generator and this is the output. Here it is written output 50 ohm. From here we take this wire. This is the wire. This is the probe we call it. And if you see in the probe there is two connections. If I remove this connection, now this is your probe. If you see there are two input, one is for the input, one is for the ground. Means this whatever the signal that we are taking from the function generator, this function generator can generate any signal, sinusoidal, square, triangular. So for one is the input and other is the ground, and this I am feeding to our DSO. Whatever signal that has been produced over here, this must be shown over here. So for that also we are using one more probe of same kind. Here also, here input is connected. See, this is your input that is connected over here, and we connect the ground by this wire, and we insert in there are two channel. If you see, one channel and two channel. This is for the channel 1 and this is for the channel 2. Means we can take input as well as output simultaneously. Now we are going to zoom and see how to take the input. If you see, this is your function generator. This is switch on and switch off. If I switch off, it will be switch off, and this is switch on. Now I have switched on the function generator. Here you might be seeing the display over here, white, red, and different kind of color is there. So corresponding to different color over here, there is different setup. Now if you see, this is 10 kilohertz, means here you can change the frequency range. Now it has come to 0.1 megahertz. Now if I have pressed, then it will 1 megahertz. Now it is 10 megahertz. Now it will come to 10 hertz. So this is your frequency arrangement. Now what is this 0 dB? Now you can, whatever the signal that you generate over here, you can attenuate that signal. Suppose 1 volt, this will give, if I am keeping at 20 dB, means it is going to give you around 0.1 volt. Now if I keep to 40 dB, the 1 volt signal will get attenuated and you will get 0.001 volt. This is 40 dB. Now this yellow, it is just for the change of the function that you want. This is sine. Now this will be square, this will be triangular, this will be a ramp, pulse, TTL function, and sine. These are the sine. This mode operation you don't need right now. That's why I'm not showing this mode operation. Now this is for menu change, frequency generator. Let's see, this is for menu change, frequency counter, and frequency generator. Now we will be generating different frequency. That's why we have kept it frequency generator. This is the duty cycle. By changing this knob, you can change the duty cycle of the signal. This is the frequency variation. Suppose I have kept in 10 hertz, means it will be changing from 1 to 10. If I increase all the knob till 10, it will be changed. If I come to again lower position, if I change my frequency to 0.1 kilohertz, now from 10 hertz to 1 kilohertz it will be changing. See, this is how this frequency variation work. Now amplitude, with this I can change the amplitude. Only amplitude you can change still 20 volt. This is 20 volt. If you see over here, if I remove this one, you can see over here it is written 20 volt peak to peak, and at the rate of 50 ohm output. Means this function generator is giving maximum 20 volt peak to peak, and this is your offset that we can give. Means whatever DC input, suppose we want to give 5 sin omega t, 5 plus 1 sin omega t, this DC offset I can give from here. So this is about the function generator. Now suppose I have kept it at 100 hertz around. Let me adjust around the 100 hertz, and let us see the signal that we are getting at 100 hertz. Now we are going to zoom on DSO. Now let me show over here that now I am giving a square, you will be getting a square. Now if I am changing to triangular, you are going to get triangular. Now I am changing to ramp, this is your ramp function. Now if I change to pulse, this will be your pulse function. Again this will be your TTL function, and now this will be your sine function. Now this is how you get the sine. Now if you want to increase the frequency, now here you can increase the frequency. Now let me decrease the frequency. This is how your frequency has decreased. Now let me get to another level. This is, if you see here, it is 0.1 kilohertz. Now let me change to 10 kilohertz, 1 kilohertz. Now if I increase the frequency, see your frequency has increased. This is how your sinusoidal will look. This is how we needed, what we needed, 1 kilohertz and sine. These two are very important, this frequency variation and your changing the signal. These two are important. Now if you want to see the amplitude variation, then by this knob I will be changing the amplitude, and here we will be changing seeing the output, so that I am zooming on the DSO. I will be using this knob. Keep in mind, this is the knob for amplitude variation. I will be using this knob, and you will be seeing your amplitude variation. Now if you see, this is the signal that has been applied is here 1 kilohertz, and we don't know the input that has been applied. So from here we will try to calculate. Suppose we don't know the what signal, which frequency range has been applied. So from here we can calculate it. Now if you see, channel 1 has been selected to 1 volt, and we are not interested in channel 2 right now because we have not given any signal of channel 2. This blue one is your channel 2. Now here is time scale, means time scale is your x-axis. If you see, this is your x-axis, means 500 microsecond means one block. From here to here, this is your one block. So if you count how many block that is visible on DSO, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 block of horizontal it is there. And if you count vertical, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 of vertical it is there. Now when it is said 1 volt, it is said that it is based on 1 volt, means one block vertical, one block will give you 1 volt. Means if I measure from here 1 volt and around 1 point, it is almost touching to 2 volt. So 2 volt signal has been applied. 2 sine omega t has been applied, because 1 volt it is like this one, and it is touching here. So 1 plus 1 2 volt, and 2 volt also below. So 2 sine omega t has been applied. And if you take peak to peak, from here to here, 4 volt sine omega t has been around 4 volt. Now if you want to calculate the time period of this sinusoidal signal, this is 500 microseconds. This is one block 500, and it is completing in 2 block. So it will be 1000 microseconds, means 1 kilohertz signal has been applied. Now this you have seen from here only. Now if you want to measure it, every time we don't have to see in this way, we can easily see by measuring it. Now let us make to. Now here if you want to measure, now here you tap this measure button. Now what you want to measure? Channel 1 signal. This is channel 1. If you want to change to channel 2, you can change to, this is measure. If you want to change to channel 2, from here you can change to channel 2. This will be taking your channel 2. Now but we want to measure the channel 1. Now in channel 1, what you want to measure? Voltage. In channel 1 there are different voltage that you can measure. Now V max if you want to measure, see, then you have to tap this one, and you will be getting V max 2.0, that we have calculated around 2 volt. It is showing. Now there are different kind of voltage that we can measure. See, if you move this knob, you can see. Now V minimum also we can see. V peak to peak, if you want to see V peak to peak, it is around 3.92, means around 4 volt we have calculated. Now again if you want to see which mean, peak to peak, V top, V base, V amp, V average, V RMS, V overshoot, pre-shoot, there are different type of voltage that you can measure it. So these are the measurement that is available for the voltage. Now if you want to clear, if you don't want to see anything on this screen, now press clear. Now you will not see anything on the screen. Now I am going to time axis, means which time you have to calculate. Now if you want to calculate the period, now press this one, this 980 microsecond, that we have calculated on 1000 microsecond it is showing. Now again if you want to calculate another thing, now move this one. If you want to calculate frequency, it is 1 kilohertz, around 1 kilohertz the signal that has been applied, that we have calculated. Now if you want to measure any type of signal, any type of measurement, rise time, fall time, width, negative weight duty, negative duty, delay, means delay between first signal and second signal. The second signal we have not applied. But this kind of phase difference between 1 and 2, this we can see from here. Now suppose you don't want to see a press clear, you will not get. And suppose you want to remove this column, you don't want to see, just press this one, you won't see anything. Now if you want to measure everything, then here it is display all. Now make it on, you will read every V max, V mean, V peak to peak, V top, V base, this all you can see from here. Now suppose if you want to see for the channel 2, just press channel 2. Now we have not applied any signal of channel 2, that's why nothing is showing. These are all the error that it is showing. So from here we can set the channel 1 and channel 2. So this is all about the function generator and your DSO. Now the time when it will come to show more, then that time I will be showing the more concept of this one, function generator and the DSO. And moreover, one more point I am left with. Now suppose you want to clear it from here, off it. Now this is the signal that you got it. Now this is like your camera, whatever the signal that function generator is generating, that is showing Sonia. Suppose you want to enlarge this one, you want to enlarge, suppose by hand in camera you enlarge this one by this one. This is not a touchpad, that's why you have to use this one, this is scale, x axis, this is time axis. Now if I increase, see, now you got increased, means you have increased the time base, that is why we are getting 1. If you want to lower, see, by this you can change your x-axis. Now if you want to change the axis of y-axis, means if you want to change this, if you want to make the measurement of one block to 500 millivolt, now this is your, now first choose the which reference. Now this cursor, this is now glowing, if you see this is there glowing, both are glowing, but there is white color over here. Now if you want to change to if I want to change the measurement to CH1, then I have to tap this CH1, then this, now it came to, now this all become color. Now I can change the scale. Now this is the scale that has been taken on 2 volt, means 1 from here to here it will be counting 2 volt. Now from here to here also it will be counting, one block will be counting 2 volt. Now suppose I want to again decrease, now this has taken till 5 volt. Now if I decrease this, now I have taken to 1 volt, now this is 50 millivolt. Now one block will be counting 50 more, and overall it will be counting 2 volt only. See, 50, 50, 500, 500, 500 and 500. 500 into 4, it will give 2 volt. So if you want to increase more, now here in display you cannot see. So by this, if you want to see the picture, this is for these two, you can do the vertical as well as horizontal. Horizontal will be same, the x-axis will be same for both the channel 1 and channel 2. And if you want to do the whichever you want to choose, just press channel 1. Now if you want to change the measurement of this one, now this is there in channel 1, and if you want to press channel 2, now it will change the measurement of channel 2. So this is all about your function generator and DSO.